We're on the floor today because I don't want to have to change my camera angle a couple of times. Hi, we're on the floor today because I didn't want to have to change my camera angle to show you what I'm going to show you. Today I'm going to talk to you about boar bristle brushing and also about washing your hair in the bent at waist position. For a long time I avoided brushing my hair with being bent over at the waist because I was worried that I would tangle my hair up, because flipping it over and then flipping it back, you tangle it, right? I mean, you've probably done it a time or two and have discovered that you make a lot of tangles that way. And so I have learned how to do it so that I don't cause tangles, and I'm really excited about it because it's really great to be able to brush your hair in that bent at waist position, because you get a lot of extra blood flow to the scalp, and so that's really useful, and you can get down into the scalp better than when you brush just on the canopy of your head. So anyway, I'll just get up and show you how I do it, and thankfully the camera will be right where I want it. You just grab myself a comb. I'm going to use one of these Hair Sense combs, and my new brush. This is the brush I have. I got this on Amazon. I will link it for you in the description box. This is a Spornet DeVille paddle brush, and I absolutely love this brush. It does have a cushion in here. I got this about a month ago. I got several different brushes, different boar bristle brushes, because I wanted to try several of them. And out of the ones that I got, I did get a couple of them at Hair Sense. They have boar bristle brushes, and they're good, but I like this one the best. Just the feel of it, the weight of the wood in my hand. It was just a better brush for me overall. So anyway, the Hair Sense comb and this boar bristle brush. So that's what I'm going to do. First I'll take down my hair, and I have it in a Ficare today. I got this for Christmas from my dear husband. It's a medium, just in case you were curious. Okay, so my hair is probably tangle free because it's been up all day, but just to make sure, I'm going to comb through it. Yep, no tangles so far. Alright, and then I have it in a barrette to keep my bangs back. Sometimes I can get some tangles when I'm taking out my barrette from my bangs, so it helps when I finger comb it a little bit. And then I just start over again at the bottom and comb back up to the top. You always want to start from the bottom and work your way up, because you can actually create tangles in tangle-free hair if you don't start at the bottom and work your way up. So I have a tangle. Okay, so when you come up with a tangle, here, this one isn't a very bad one, but I don't know if you can see it. Let me see if I can get closer. There's my little tangle, okay? So instead of combing through it from here and just combing it down, that would actually cause breakage of hair, I'm just going to work it out with my fingers. And so I'm just going to pull hairs apart until I get through it. See? And then I didn't have to lose any hair at all. And that's the idea. You want to preserve your hair. So the less that you end up having to rip out or break, the better. And that's why I want to show you this video, because I'm so excited to show you what I've done. I lost a hair in that, probably from my combing out just now. Okay, so my hair is detangled, and I'm going to get up and show you what I do first. I guess I need to start out with this. Okay, so I just part it in the center and bring both sides around front, and then I'll just comb those out and make sure that, oh, and I'll usually take off my glasses too. So I'm going to not be able to tell what's in the camera now because I don't have my glasses or my contacts in. Okay, so I just make sure they're completely detangled, and then when I'm bending over at my waist. I am not going to flip my hair over. I'm going to do it gradually, and I'm going to keep my hair under control at all times to prevent tangles. So let me show you how I do it. So let me see if I'm in the right place here. Can you see me? Okay. So I'm just going to take it and I'm going to gradually finger comb it to get it all forward. Okay. Okay. Here's my comb. And now I'm just going to comb through it again with my hair sense comb. Okay, and then I'm going to brush it with my Boar Bristle brush. So the way I've kind of devised is that I try to do, I don't really count, but I do between 80 and 100 strokes. I really haven't counted, but I've kind of figured out that if I do 4 or 5 strokes in each section and then work my way around, that's how many I end up with. So, and I usually go around my head twice. So. Now, a way to prevent static is to run your hand along the length after you've brushed through, like this. So that helps. Okay, the reason I've stopped for a second right now is because I'm feeling a few bumps in the back of my head. Not really like tangles yet, but I just wanted to make sure that they're not forming into tangles before I go back through it with my brush, because I don't want to cause damage. So I just stopped for a second and just finger combed a little bit. Okay, so at this point, I've probably brushed it enough, so I'm going to just go ahead and show you how I prevent the tangles from this position back up to the upright position. So the next thing I do is I grab my hair sense comb, and I start at the bottom, and I gently comb through the hair, because I don't want to have...
For some reason, I think combing it after you're done makes a huge difference. I don't know why, but it just really helps. I think it's because the hair sort of sticks together when you're brushing it, and when I comb through it afterwards, it helps to kind of like separate the hair a little bit more. So that's why I've taken to hair combing, or finger combing it didn't work. Just using a regular comb though, it did. So, okay. So at this point, I'm gonna split the hair, starting here at the nape, and separate it. Okay? So, hair is separated, and it's not tangled yet, but if I let go of it right now, it would be. So I'm gonna just lean to the left, and I'm gonna finger comb this to make sure that I've got all the bumps kind of taken care of here. And then, after I feel like it's finger combed well enough, I'm gonna keep holding. Well, actually, I was gonna switch hands, but I guess I won't. Then I just comb it with my wide tooth comb. So there, it's completely tangle free. So then this side, do the same thing. Just going to finger comb it first. And I've left this in front of my shoulder so that it doesn't get mixed in with the hair that I've just let go from on this side. I've tried it before where I put this behind my shoulder when I'm doing this side, when I'm detangling this side with my fingers, and it didn't work very well because it kind of got mixed in. So, and then I didn't feel any tangles when I did that, so now I'm going to go ahead and go through it with my comb, and I'm not feeling any tangles, so that's how I do it. Okay, so I also said I was going to talk to you about washing your hair in that position. When you are bent over like that at the waist, you can wash your hair at the waist, with your hair bent over at the waist like that. And what I do, if I can find them, I take a few of these. Let me find. I think my other clips are over here on my shower. So let me grab these. Oh, ouch! Just ran into something with my back. Okay, so my husband's dresser is right there, and I just ran into the corner of it with my back. That hurt. Alright, so I just take a couple of these little clips like this, and when I've got my hair in the, I guess I should go back to the bent at waist position to show you. Alright, so I'm going to go back to the bent at waist position so I can show you what I do. Here's my comb. Okay, so before I get in the shower, I brush my hair like I just did, and then I make a cinnabon right here in the front of my head with all of my hair. Okay? Let's see, which way am I going? I can never see which way I'm going, or remember which way I'm going with my twist. I gotta look in my mirror. God, I don't know which way I'm going. Oh, there we go. Okay, sorry. Ow, my knee just popped. I've been having trouble with my knee. I used to run a lot, but I'm not running right now because my knee is upset. So, and it hurts most of the time. Okay, so I just make a nice cinnablob on the top of my head. I like to call it a cinnablob because it looks like a cinnablob. Okay, like that, ta-da. I get in the shower, and when I'm ready to wash my hair, I bend at the waist like this, and I let these loose, and I go ahead and I wash the scalp starting here. I split it in half actually, and then I wash the scalp. Or maybe I should turn this way. Wash the scalp kind of in sections, kind of like I run a little bit of shampoo down this section and then a little bit more down that section, and I keep going until I've gotten through all of it. And I don't really go through the length, but I just go through the scalp and just make sure I'm in the scalp completely. And I work from back to front the whole time. Okay. Once I get through each section, then I'll combine my halves together again and just use, if I haven't felt like I've got the top of my head very well yet, then I'll put some shampoo right here and I'll do this, you know, just to get through this part. Okay, now my hair has not been tangled up at all. And I'll go ahead and rinse. I'll just have the shower water run through my length and go ahead and rinse that out. And after I've rinsed, then I can put my conditioner in my length, and I go all the way up to my scalp, but not into my scalp with my conditioner. And then as I'm waiting for, I let my conditioner sit for a few minutes in my hair, so then I just make my Cinnablob again. And just take my clips like this and finish my shower, and then when I'm ready to rinse my conditioner out, now it depends on, sometimes I'm washing and conditioning with conditioner, or sometimes I'm using conditioner twice after shampooing, but whichever I'm doing, when it's time to rinse again, then I bend over again and go ahead and rinse it out. And after it's thoroughly rinsed, then I make my Cinnablob again, okay? And then I get out of the shower, and let me grab my Turby Twist and I'll show you what I do there. Okay. So then I take my Turby Twist, and I've stayed in this position. I haven't changed my hair direction at all. And then I just go ahead and put my Turby Twist on. I usually have to fold my hair up to get it in there. When it's wet, it's a little bit easier to do. So anyway, yeah, it didn't all want to stay in there. Okay, stay in there. So then I've got this. I just can go ahead and get dressed, and then when I'm ready to style my hair and dry it and everything, I can let this out. And where's my comb? Then I finger comb it just to make sure that it's not a mess. And usually it isn't. I usually have no tangles at all. And then I can just go through it with my comb again. And then I can split it in half again. And then go to one side, finger comb that out. There we go. And the other side, and finger comb that out. And I lean over, because I think if I was upright, it would tangle more towards the back. You know that big ball of tangled mess that you get in the back when you flip it over? Yeah, that's what would happen. So, so then just go over it with my comb again and make sure that I've got all my tangles out. I don't have any tangles. So, yeah, and then I can go ahead and just dry it. And I've got my video up about how I dry it. I actually am going to update that video maybe, or maybe I'll just tell you right now. I've added one step to that video, kind of. So if you're looking at my hair drying video, how to get waist length hair dry, now I have hip length hair, not waist. And so since it's a little bit longer, it doesn't get dry as fast. Just, I found that if I can take it and put 1/3 of it up like this, and I just make it into a quick whatever kind of bun I feel like, and hold it up with one of these. I dry this first, then I let this down, and then I dry the next section. I just take up a little bit less hair and make some sort of a bun with it. And then I dry all of this, and then I let this down, and I dry the top, and then I'm completely dry, and it goes a lot faster than when I had just all of it down and I was trying to dry all of it at once. Now I've probably tangled my hair because I was being uncareful. Actually, it's not too bad. So that is how I have accomplished brushing at the bent at waist position and washing bent at the waist without tangling my hair. What's really exciting about this, about using a boar bristle brush, is that my shed rate, I used to shed and I used to count my hairs every day. I was shedding between 25 and 30 hairs a day on an average day, and then when it was wash day, I would shed like 50 hairs a day. Now I shed maybe 18 hairs on a wash day, and normally between 10 and 15. Within 2 weeks of starting to use the boar bristle brush twice a day, I was shedding between 10 and 15 hairs a day. Now it's been about a month since I started using it, and I'm shedding usually below 5, but always below 10 every day. And that's it. I'm not shedding near as many hairs. Like I said, my wash day, 18 hairs is a lot of hairs to lose, and that was the last time I washed my hair. Actually, I lost 16 the last time that I washed my hair, but that was after somebody else had messed with it, so it was handled a little bit roughly, so I think I was losing a few more hairs than normal. But yeah, my shed rate has really dropped, and so that's exciting because I would love to have thicker hair. So nothing wrong with having thin hair, though. I just want you to know I love hair. I think all hair types are beautiful in their natural state. I just want to have as thick of hair as I can have, just because mine doesn't seem extraordinarily thick. It's not extraordinarily thin either. I just wouldn't mind it if it was a little bit thicker. So, and I want to definitely preserve all the hair that I have, because I like it. So, that's all that I have for you today. I really wanted to get some other videos done over this Christmas break, and so I'm probably going to get some more videos out, and I'm sorry for the length of this one, but I feel like maybe I'll edit some of it out, but I really feel like you probably wanted to see the entire process, and so I'm sorry if it was a little bit long, but hopefully it was useful to you, and I hope you have a great new year coming into 2015. Woohoo! And I hope you had a great Christmas. Thanks. Have a good day. Bye-bye.